Yo people, welcome the Gunners Infantry channel. It's your boy Willie the Kid again on another super fantastic episode. Na kwenye hii episode One Man Army mazee ndio niko hapa co-host mazee kwa international kama mnavyojua sasa ni time international break pia kwa international kidogo kushughulikia hapa na pale vile shughuli inafaa kushughulikiwa man. Yup, straight into the action man. A lot of things has been happening around the football. Kwa hapa tuwapatie nothing but Moranga Seal vibes na Arsenal ukipenda pale ukitaka ngazi za juu pale. So straight into the action naanzia na game week over the weekend tuliguza fixtures but tukuguza the results now. So game week 11 we started with the Spurs versus Manchester United. Ilisha pale full time 2-2. Hii game ilikuwa very interesting kuona na mafans. Tulikuwa mahali tunawatch na funny enough hii game ilikuwa nimeekelea. Mhindi nilimkamua kitu. Correct score 2-2. Then pale Everton Hill Dickinson Stadium versus Fulham ended up Everton winning 2-0. West Ham versus Burnley ilienda 3-2. Suchek pia alikuwa kwa goal kwa scoreline hapa. Then the game kila mtu alikuwa na anticipate which ilikuwa na fever kila mahali. It was the best, the teams which are the best defense in the league so far, which is Sunderland versus Arsenal pale Light Stadium. Sunderland fanya ile kitu pale dakika za mwisho. Half time tulienda 1-0. Ballard alikuwa asheka kitu pale. Then in the coming opening 5 minutes za second half, Bukayo Saka did the team. Ghafla Binvu anaitwa nani? Leo Trossard akaeka kitu ingine tamu tena sana which give us the lead na pili kumetupatia a very 8-point lead kwa tebo. So Ballard pale nani anaitwa robbery alifanya robbery dakika ya mwisho mazee katuweka kitu 2-2 and we ended up sharing the spoils. Yeah, which left us bado juu ya meza, hoping to capitalize on that and still more games to come. So final game of the day ilikuwa Chelsea versus Wolves pale Stamford Bridge. Hapa naitwa Malo Gusto, Pedro Neto na Joao Pedro ended up in the zote 3-0. So big up to Chelsea. Then following day, that was Sunday, Aston Villa versus Bournemouth 4-0. Brentford versus Newcastle pale Newcastle alipata hata red. Thiago akaweka 2 goal and a penalty. Crystal Palace versus Brighton ended up a 0-0 draw. Then Nottingham Forest versus Leeds. Leeds ilipigwa 3-1. Then game ile kubwa alikuwa anangoja City versus Liverpool. Jamani, what is wrong with Liverpool? Director squeeze sauti hamna. Ati kwanza anasema the worst signing ever happened anatoka Liverpool. Unajua ni nani? Isaac Man. So Man City ilipiga Liverpool 3-0. 3-0. Mlizo kati ABC na D, AB na C, mnachagua gani? Hamkuweza hata kuchukua kitu. So that was Kenya Premier League, English Premier League pale game week 11. So on to the next chapter. Tuangalie sasa what has happened pia kwa Kenya Premier League. Kenya Premier League now we have tulikuwa na games zilianza pale tarehe ngapi? Acha niwaambie tu sawa. Yep, on Friday kulikuwa na on Friday we had Bidco. Bidco Posta Rangers versus Mara Sugar ended up in a 1-1 draw. Then kulikuwa na KCB versus Bidco pale Kasarani Annex. Yeah, this one ended up in a 0-0 draw. Then on Saturday kulikuwa na Posta Rangers versus Mara Sugar pale Kasarani. Posta Rangers walishinda ended up in a 1-1 draw versus Mara Sugar. Then next kulikuwa na Mathare United versus Kakamega Homeboys which ended up which ended up Kakamega Homeboys ilishinda, walishindwa na Mathare 2-0 na Bandari wakashinda Sofapaka 2-0. Then on Sunday we had 2 games only, where we had Tusker versus Police hapa Sportpesa Arena, and Police walipiga Tusker, walikunyishwa 2 2-1 yeah. Then in the final game of the game week ilikuwa versus AFC Leopards versus Murang'a Seal pale Nyayo National Stadium. Pata chance ya kuattend your game na let me tell you, it was a good atmosphere. Game ilisha 0-0 draw, and kusimamisha AFC maze as Murang'a Seals, going there as the underdogs and holding them and getting a point from AFC na Nyayo, it's away. It was a good spirit for the team. Thanks for the fans who travel, came far and wide. By the second half, I guess hawa tuliwafinya. Let's say tuliwafinya because hata tukiangalia stats Murang'a Seal, we were overall with the possession with 53%. Attempts, shots on zilikuwa 13, accuracy zilikuwa 23, passing attempts zilikuwa 209, wao walikuwa na 189, passing accuracy walikuwa na 89, tulikuwa na 91, corners walikuwa na 3, tulikuwa na 2, yellow cards walikuwa na 1, tulikuwa na 1, wao hawakuwa na. You see, in terms of position, out tulikuwa tumeweka in pia kama tulitoa man of the match kwa hiyo mechi. Paul Ngugi himself, defender, back to back amechukua man of the match 3 consecutive games. Kumaanisha kikosi iko fiti, mimi nimeaminia na nimeona vile wanacheza. What we need to do, like the players kule mbele, we must be clinical and we must take our chances pale mbele, because for example there's a goal that's a goal chance, ikubado kunanikula kwa kichwa ya Osama Mseo. Alitoka madefender hivi, pasi ilikuja hivi toka defender toka goalkeeper, then nini mguu ulipata uzito, buti nika ilikuwa zito, ange shoot ingekuwa about. Then coming in the second half pia attempts zili come back to back. Kuna moja wa Jowaithera maze alifinya hivi, akatoka watu akapigia pasi huko, akapoteana pasi wakakosa kuweka, alipiga shoti goalkeeper akapangua. Man, it was interesting. Kuna zingine bado keep had many chances zil come through pale, but what we need is to just capitalize as a team collectively. Next game by the it's a very very heavy game against Shabana, which I know my fans tajitolea mbaya sana because it's a derby, and we are looking forward for this game coming this Sunday. That was all in all. Bado kuna kitu fulani nimesahau ya hiyo game. Kulikuwa na hooliganism, ndo nakwambia, when you come to support your team, hata kama mmepigwa maze, imagine we were mafans ndio tulikuwa chache by the coming to speak of number of attendance, tulikuwa chache but tulisumbua, tuliwafinya na hizo madrum zao, sisi tu ni vuvuzela na kelele tu man, and we came up strong with a point. Sales niliona wamesema wamemake 1.7M, that's a good attendance for both teams. So what we basically say on the channel is support your team, valia jezi, tokea, come with your friends, grab somebody, mwende watch game over the weekend, man. This is the spirit that we want to create for the Kenya Premier League, which is the best league I can say in East Africa. Yep, sasa na kwa agenda za zile zinafaa kuagendio, man. Yep, speaking of bado KPL, ama the Sportpesa League, rebranded to Sportpesa League, the new Sportpesa League. Friday, we having on the 21st of November, we having Kenya Police versus Mathare United pale Police Sacco Stadium saa 9. Then that's only game of your Friday. Then going on Saturday, there's on the 22nd, there's Mara Sugar versus KCB pale Green Stadium Awendo saa 8. Gor Mahia versus Tusker. I remember Gor, this I guess this is the game in hand that they are playing. Hawakuwa na game. Then watakuwa pale Kasarani saa 9. Then Bidco United versus Bandari watakuwa pale, wamechukua uwanja wa the home of the Seals pale Sportpesa Arena saa 9. Then on Sunday Kakamega Homeboys versus Posta Rangers pale Bukungu Kakamega. Then Kariobangi Sharks versus AFC Leopards pale Kasarani. Then the match that you all been waiting for, Murang'a Seal versus the Shabana, ama itaita Sport, bado ni Sportpesa, they're sponsored by Sportpesa. It's a Sportpesa Derby, itakuwa pale Sportpesa Arena saa 9. And speaking of Sportpesa pia, Sportpesa on the Saturday, that is the past weekend, walikuwa na unveiling of the new players. Ilikuwa kama Murang'a Seal Day, si kama Murang'a, ilikuwa the Murang'a Seal Day, which where we had to get to know the new players and the existing players, the technical bench, daktari, goalkeeper, the coaches here. Then it was a time even for the fans to interact with the players also. It was a fun day. It was a time also to launch the new replicas, the new jerseys for the team for the new 2025-2026 season. So far kuna the home jerseys na kuna pia the away jerseys which are going for 1950, and if you are a member, because there's a membership process and there's a membership cards which are given people na bado zinaendelea na ziko na discounts na goodies hapa na pale, because ukienda kwa stadium unaweza kuwa na access ya vitu, kwa hiyo discount kwa merchandise, kuna unaweza upgrade kama ni a certain card you want to upgrade to another, kuna hiyo chance. So they're saying don't be just a fan, be a Murang'a Seal fan by registering, man. Yep. So welcome for the derby kabisa hii Sunday. Kama una form tokelezea Sportpesa Arena, man. That's where all the action will be happening in the KPL. Bado game ya mwisho on that game week ni on Monday, Sofapaka versus Ulinzi Stars pale Police Sacco Stadium saa 9. Yep. That is the KPL or the Sportpesa League. Now jumping into the English Premier League, where inaanza on Saturday the 22nd, where we are going to have Burnley versus Chelsea. In early kickoff, ipatia Chelsea. Then Bournemouth versus West Ham. Patia Bournemouth. Then Brighton versus Brentford. Weka mabao hapa zitaflow. Then Fulham versus Sunderland. Nitakuwa pande ya Fulham kwa sababu Sunderland wamekuwa adui sasa, they have become enemies, man. So Liverpool versus Nottingham next. Liverpool is going to bounce back in this game. Wolves versus Crystal Palace. This is a Crystal Palace win. Mateta pale atasumbua ukiona Guehi. Then the last game of the game week itakuwa Newcastle versus Man City. This is the oil derby, eh? Ultimate Haaland with the deepest hole, eh? Win, eh? So this is a Newcastle Man City. This is a high scoring game. I'm over 1.5, I'm over 2.5 kitaka. Then on Sunday we have Leeds versus Aston Villa. Yeah, Newcastle atakuwa home. It's a very hostile ground, eh? Naga stadium iko mapanzo na kwa vifichwa kule juu. Then Leeds Aston Villa from a winning 4-0, but Aston Villa to win this game. Then NLD North London Derby, Arsenal versus Spurs pale Emirates Stadium. This is a must win for Arsenal, bearing in mind games are coming in hot. This is an Arsenal win for me. Then last game of the game week, that will be on Monday, MNF, Monday Night Football. We're having Manchester United versus Everton. This one I'm going to give Everton win kama kawaida, na hapa to bargain. So that's the English Premier League. Speaking of English Premier League, bado wanawake bado in the Arsenal women did a commendable job. Walidraw na Bayern. No, walipigwa na Bayern 3-2 in the Champions League. Tulikuwa tumeshinda 2-0 up, tukapigwa 3. Then coming into the WSL tulicheza na Chelsea. where we shared the spoils in a 0-0 draw. That's where the league standings puts Arsenal number 4 with 16 points, Manchester United number 3 with 17 points, Chelsea with 21 points at number 2, and Man City number 1 with 24 points. Yep, that's the Women's Super League. Liverpool iko mwisho huko kwa hii ligi. Yep. Speaking of fantasy pia, fantasy, big up to anaitwa Jam. Big up to Jam, is currently number 1. Imekuwa tight hii ligi, tumeanza vibaya. So cheza kama if you want the managerial skills to be known, link iko hapa tu bado kwa all the socials, WhatsApp, TikTok and YouTube. Thanks for the love kama kawaida guys. Thanks for the shares, for the interaction, for the comments hapa na pale. Ile encouragement kidogo pushes us, and that's why we're here to give you nothing but football vibes, Morangasil and Arsenal, man. And with that, beg to leave you. Tamini ende international break kidogo pia sasa. Tungoje sasa the coming fixtures zinakuja za weekendi. See you on the Sportpesa Arena on this Sunday. Cheers guys, man.